So my first step that I think I'm going to take in terms of my video games, I have a huge video game collection, and it's a video game collection that I have been growing and making ever since I can remember. I've always been a nerd, I've always been a gamer. I love playing video games, and if I could I'd spend all day playing them, but I'm getting to an age where I can't, and so I'm just going to keep the ones that I love and the ones that bring me the most joy. And if at any point in the future I'm like, oh, I had that game and I really wanted to play it and I have time now, well then I'll just go back and buy it from CEX, which will probably be much cheaper. Sorted. So the games that I have been with me, well, the majority of them, especially all the PlayStation 2 games, have been with me for many years. Ever since I can remember, and those were the games that I used to play as a child, but I've kept them. They are very sentimental, but the thing is, for the past almost year, I've been trying to live more minimalistically. I've been trying to be a minimalist, and I've gotten rid of so much of my things, so much of my things. The Tomb Raider 2 that was at the back with the Crash Bandicoot and Rayman, that was the first Tomb Raider game that I had ever owned, and I have had that since I was about 5 years old, as well as Crash Bandicoot and Rayman, those at the back. Barbie Explorer, Tom and Jerry, Flintstones Bowling, BMX, Pro Skater, all those games. Eldorado I've had since I was very little. This is, apart from books, video games is going to be the hardest part for me to minimalize. I know there are loads of games that I don't play. I know that there are a few games in that folder which, embarrassingly enough, and I feel ashamed to say this, I have never played, like Turkor, whatever it was, that dinosaur killing game. I have never played it. I bought it once at a video game store. I thought it looked really good. I wanted to play it. I bought it. I haven't played it. And it's just sitting in there because in the back of my mind I'm like, oh, I want to try playing that one day. And nowadays, because I'm working so much and I'm super busy and working on being more productive, I don't have as much time for video games. And even when I do have time for video games, I'm so overwhelmed by choice that I play none of them. Apart from, at the moment, all I can seem to play is Skyrim. I fucking love Skyrim. Excuse my French. I love Skyrim. And that's the game I seem to be playing the most. So technically, all the minimalists out there are probably thinking, then just keep Skyrim and get rid of everything else. No, that's not happening. I have over here the things that I've already seen in my here. There's Star Wars, there's the Resistance, Lego Harry Potter, this my PSP, I have Monster Hunter, that is not all the games I own. Oh, and I also have Minecraft as well. Last Day on Earth right there. I play this one a lot. I love zombies. I also really love, which I haven't played in a while, Dead Island or Island of the Dead is in there. What's it called? It's going to bother me if I don't. Dead Island. I no longer feel the need to keep all of these, though, despite in my heart and in the back of my head being like, oh, I really want to keep all of these. I know for a fact I don't need them, and this is going to be the struggle of me going through all of this. I'm going to declutter this right now with you. I feel like this will help, and it will help keep me accountable. This is, besides my books, the largest collection that I own and the collection that I am most proud of. Which is why it's so hard for me to like... Actually, do I have a larger movie collection? Oh well. The collection that I am most proud of, that is, in my opinion, huge. I have a huge collection of video games. Like, honestly, I've just shown you the video games. This folder is almost full. There are like 4 or 5 sleeves that are empty, but the rest are all filled. And before, it used to be much bigger, and I have a huge collection, too huge. So I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna... So hard. I feel like I'm gonna get emotional in this. I'm gonna get emotional in this. Also, the fact that this is a huge collection means that I can tick off bucket list goal number 9. Have a really large collection of something. So, I think the way I'm going to start this is... with my PSP, my DS games, and my Game Boy games, because first of all they're right here. I feel like these will be a lot easier for me to rid myself of rather than my PlayStation 2 games, because they're the ones that I've had the longest. Also, I have a huge box here. This box has shrunk over the past year. This is where I keep all my DVD and video game boxes, although now, or it was where I kept my boxes, but because it's shrunken, I only have the boxes that belong to my favourite movies and my favourite games. Everything else, like all my other games and stuff, I don't have boxes for, but I still have the covers. This used to be so much bigger and it has shrunk immensely over the past month, but I want to get rid of this completely because there's just no point in me keeping things that I don't need. This is part of my goal right now, to get rid of this box that I've been carrying around for years. Not this box exactly, but just the contents. Let's do this. Got a bunch of memory cards as well. This one is not just the one that I use the most, but it's also my favourite because it used to belong to Kevin, Stephen's brother, who I loved and adored. He was one of my bestest friends and he passed away when I was 14, so the only thing I kept from him was his memory card. But I don't know if I need all of these. I've had this memory card. My name is faded. But I've had this memory card, my name is officially faded, since I was 5 years old. And from Monday, which is in today's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, in 2 days, means that I would have had kept this memory card for 20 years. How do I have 3? Well, that's Jonathan's. Who the hell is this? I'm also going to be using the Marie Kondo way of organising, as that seems like the the best way for me to organize things, like have everything visible, because sometimes having this huge folder of video games, I forget what video games I have, and if I just shorten the amount of video games that I own and fill them and put them in the shelf in a way, in that drawer, in a way that I can see what I have, then I think that that would be better for me when I go to play video games. I know what I have, what I want to play, you know. In my head it makes sense, it probably didn't make sense in the way I just said it, but moving on. I used to love this game, Monsters Inc. Thank you. I also used to love Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase, which actually I think I'm going to keep and play and then get rid of it. I'm going to play this one last time and then get rid of it. So much less stuff in there. Literally all I have in here is 6 DS games now. I used to have so many DS games. Pokemon, Diamond. I'm not getting rid of any of my Pokemon games, I'm sorry. Hotel Giant and Sims 2. Platinum, Black, Pokemon. Sonic and Super Mario 3. Pokemon Gold. And then my memory cards for PlayStation 2. Now to the hard stuff. Now, I have 3 Splinter Cell games. They're different ones, obviously. Splinter Cell, Pandora Tomorrow, and Chaos Theory. Pandora Tomorrow and Chaos Theory I brought like a few years ago, and I've kept them because I thought I wanted to play with them. I have not yet because I loved Splinter Cell, the first one. I've played it like twice, completed it twice. But I still haven't played these, and I don't think I'm going to. I feel like every time I'm going to play Splinter Cell, it's probably going to be the original. And I'm keeping these just in case I want to try them. Therefore, these are going to go. Thank you for having served me. I love Castaway. You're like, why do you have 2 Sims Castaway games? Because one, I play at home. Sometimes when I'm, I don't know, away, I feel the urge to play it. Therefore, I have it to play. Obviously, I'm keeping Castaway because I love it. The herbs. The herbs is a maybe. So it is now Sunday. I've spent like a day and a bit going through these video games, and I think I've come to like my conclusion of what's going and what's staying. I'm going to show you all the things that I'm getting rid of, and I'm going to show you the stuff I am keeping. Actually, I still haven't gone through my PlayStation 3 games, but I think that'll be less complicated, so not really. So here are the games that I'm keeping. That still looks like a lot, but compared to what I had, this is pretty good. And then over here is all the stuff I'm getting rid of. So these CDs I'm just going to throw away because I don't have the case for them or the covers, so can't like give them to charity shops or anything, so design homes that I used to play it like a video game. I used to play it like Sims, but without everything else, just the house building. Alright, and then I have in here, this is just going to my brother because Jonathan loves Sim stuff. In here I put Bon Voyage, free time, pets, university, and I think back here is university. Yeah, second disc, because that one comes with 2 discs. So yeah, this is just gonna go to Jonathan. This huge box full. Georgia loves this game, but she has this game, so I'm getting rid of mine. She can just play with hers. Need for Speed Carbon. This is Bully. It's like Grand Theft Auto, but in high school. Action Clan 2. Rayman 3, I've never played this game. I think actually, wait, I think I did play Rayman 3, but it was like a game convention and I was like playing the trial. Alone in the Dark. Rayman Raving Rabbids. Yep. Sims 2. Narnia. Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory, Sims 2 Pets in Portuguese, Sims Herbs, The Getaway, Black Monday, Unimisha, I never got to finish it, I don't think I ever will, True Crime, Pandora Tomorrow, and then we have the PSP games, Myst, FIFA 11, Untold Legends, The Warrior Code, and the PlayStation 2. I mean, The Sims 2. So as you can see, I've gone through a lot. I'm getting rid of a lot. All this stuff behind me as well. Getting rid of a lot of video games. This is like a step I thought I'd never take, and it's actually still, like, the fact that it's still in my house is still like, oh, so tempting to just put everything back, but I feel like I need to do this, so I'm gonna do this. And as a minimalist, or as a person who's trying to be a minimalist, I feel like that pile of video games is still quite a big video game collection for a minimalist. So like Marie Kondo has this like I've heard her say, or I've seen her say or post somewhere, or I've seen posted somewhere that she said that you should stick to having 30 books. How many video games do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just there is 39 games, probably a little more, including the PS3 games in the drawer. So I feel like over the next few years I'm still gonna have to do a little bit more like looking into myself and like seeing if those things still spark joy. But like those aren't like rules you have to stick to. So I think what I've got over there is pretty good. Getting rid of all the rest will, I feel, do me pretty good. I hope it will do pretty good. I feel like I'm making a big mistake, but at the same time it's something that I really want to do. Catch 22, eh? Yep. Bye.